What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video. Always learning, always improving. It's so important that every single day you're either reading a book to learn new information, you're watching a YouTube video like you are right now, or you're listening to a podcast, you're just learning, you're digesting information. You're either learning information by reading a book, or you're learning information by listening to a podcast or by that aspect of things. And hearing it through your ears, or you're reading the book through your eyes. And why that's so important is because there's just so much information out in the world that you just really just don't know about it. And then the way I look at it is you don't have time to sit here and do all this fun stuff. Like, you must learn all the time, every time you must learn. And, I'm not saying you can't listen to music and all that stuff, because a lot of people, and that's what I substitute it for, a lot of people will substitute music in place of the time that they could be spent, learning new information. And that's important because if you could be spending that time while you're listening to music, learning new information, listening to a podcast, and it's just so crucial that the way that I look at it is if a song isn't really stuck in my head, then I don't really need to listen to it. But if a song is stuck in my head, I do want to listen to it, which is fine. But other than that, you don't need to listen to music. You always need to be learning. You always need to be improving. You always need to like what I'll do is I'll listen to something. I'll hear a word I don't know. I'll pause the video. I'll look up online. I'll Google, what does this mean? Blah, blah, blah. And I'll learn new information. That's I'm always on Google. Every single time. The app you're on right now, YouTube, one of the most powerful tools you can use to your advantage. Google and YouTube are just so crucially powerful that they just take over everything. And if you don't use them to your advantage, you're going to be left behind. And I think it's absolutely crazy how people don't use these apps. People aren't like me, looking up constantly information, actually wanting to learn. I think of myself as a child, how childs always go, why? They always ask the question, why? And that's how I am. I'm curious, and I think you should be as well. You should be curious of how the world is running, why we do what we do. We should be perspicacious, as Andrew Tate says. Be insightful, learning, be perceptive, learn why is something happening, why are we doing this, what's going on, instead of just blindly complying to, I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that. Why are you supposed to do this? Why are you supposed to do that? Let's go behind the why here. Yes, you're supposed to do that, but let's figure out why you're actually doing it in the first place. There's a reason for everything. Everything has a reason. So you do this to get a specific result. As Brandon Carter says, the only things that matter in life are results. They're the only thing that matters. So it does not matter how you got there. It does not matter anything. The only thing that matters is results, because everyone cares about results. So it's very important that you're constantly seeking out results on a daily basis to, getting better, because if you're not doing that, like I said, you're going to be left behind. There are people who are constantly improving every day. And I love Andy Frisella because he used this analogy, and I'm going to use the analogy as well. There's no such thing as staying the same. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. You don't stay the same. So when you hear people say, oh, I just want to maintain and coast, it's that's not happening. You're either getting better or you're getting worse. It's a simple facet of life. It's what's happening. So it's very important that you look at life and you see the simple things of looking at things and say, okay, this is either improving my life or it's declining my life. Literally, everything you do is either improving your life or it's declining your life. Every single thing you do, it does not matter what it is. You're either improving your life or you're not improving your life. And you have to look at your life this way if you actually want it to improve. Because if you don't look at your life in this aspect of it, you're not going to live a good life. Your life will not be good because you're going to always look at the negative. You're going to always regress to your old self. You don't want that to happen. We always want to improve. You always want to get better. You always want to, keep learning. The title of this video, you always want to keep learning new information. You always want to grow. You always want to stay that positive mindset. You always want to keep at it. Keep working. The work never stops. The work does not stop until you're dead. As long as you're breathing, the work is still coming. That's why I was saying it's blessed that, you get to wake up every single day and, put in work. Some people don't get to do that. So you have to look at your life as an opportunity to get to do the work that some people don't get to do. You should really just look at work as an opportunity to get better. Not everyone has to work, or not everyone gets to work, and every single day you must be working every single minute of every single day. Work, 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 work. Work some more, work, work, work. That's the way you should look at life. If your life is not constantly working, you're not going to see results that you actually truly want. So in order for you to see the results you want, you have to put in work. And that's really the only way to get the results you want and to improve your life. You have to put in work. And anytime you catch yourself, not putting in work, boom, you snap out of it and you immediately go back to putting in work. It's literally how your life should be operated. If you're not putting in work, boom, I'm going to put in work right away. It should be a snap, it should be a flip, and it should be flip the switch to say, okay, that's never happening again. I'm always going to put in work. If I'm not putting in work, I'm going to do something about it. You should always look at your life that way. And if you look at your life that way, you will always look at the positive side of life instead of the negative side, instead of the side of, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. You'll look at the side of, okay, how can I make this better? What can I do to make this person's life improve? How much value can I provide to them? What value can I give to them? What value can I get from them? And what value can I give to them? It's so important that you look at your life this way, because if you don't, like I said, your life is going to suck. You're not going to see the positive things in life. It's so important that you look at the positive outlooks of life. If you're not looking at the positive side of life, then your life will suck. You must look at how things will improve, and that's what I'm teaching you through this channel, is to look at the positive, look at the positive side of life every single day, at every single moment, and always be learning and improving new information every single day. That's the best way to operate life, in my opinion. So that is the video for today. If you like the video, put your comments in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on to see when I upload a new video, and we'll see you in the next video.